Welcome back, everyone. This is Wine and Waivers. What's up?
Yo.
So, I hope everyone had a good week. I know that I, for one, sucked ass this week, but...
Sucked ass? Wait, what?
I still won, but I did really suck this week.
You're only saying that because your bench did better than your lineup, but
yeah.
She's only saying that because she had like the entire Ravens team playing and the Ravens lost.
I mean, they had a really good game, but yeah,
it was a really good game, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not too pleased with the week, but I won, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, fuck off, Diane.
Explicit. Give me some of that Wine and Waivers. Explicit podcast.
And I am just here for the booze. No, I'm just kidding.
I think we all are.
So let's get this started. We've got our wine of the week. Sorry, guys, we kind of did shit wines again, but you know what? Fuck that. It was buy one, get one free, so that's what I did. So I got the naked grape, and I feel like you can probably get this shit anywhere, to be honest with you. I got a Pinot Noir, and this little daddy is 13%.
Wow.
Actually, where the fuck does it even say that?
We had to get Karlee an easy one this
They're
week.
giving me all the bitch wines because I blacked out one time.
Well, this fucker is so piss weak that
it
wore off the label already because of the condensation. Anyway,
I'm about to my wine.
I wouldn't recommend it, to be honest. I mean, it's fine if you're trying to have like a light drinkery type thing.
Can I give a shout out to my wine?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
My wine, I only want to give a shout out. It's actually pretty good. I've never had it before. But it's called the Velvet Devil Merlot.
Oh.
I just like the name of it. The packaging's pretty sweet. I like it a lot. It's 13.5%. I don't know how much it was because my boyfriend actually bought it for me for my birthday. And
so it was like $8.
It was probably pretty fucking
It was
cheap.
probably $8.
It was probably double that.
In case
All right, so
everyone lived under a rock, we have Bobby in the house tonight.
Yeah, Bobby's in the house. All right, but before we get to Bobby, we're going to go to Karlee's white wine, which is by also the Naked Grape, and it's a Pinot Grigio, and it's 12% because she is a bitch and she can't handle her.
I don't know what I did to you, but I'll take a Pinot Grigio. Do you not know what that's from?
No.
Oh my god.
Oh, we are all looking at Karlee like, okay.
Was that supposed to be funny? Because I don't get it.
Yeah, it's anyone who watches Vanderpump Rules will know that that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't get it. Anyways, so do you like it? Because mine sucks ass. So.
Yeah, no, I really like Pinot Grigio, so.
Yeah, but this one in particular.
Yeah, the thing is, it's hard for me to differentiate wines. It's either it has a really strong bite to it or it doesn't, and the ones that don't, I like.
Oh, so you like, okay.
This one does not. Goes down nice and smooth.
So she likes it. Good. It's an easy, deep-throating wine.
Love
that.
Suck it down.
Love that. In case we haven't already given it away, we have a special guest here tonight.
What up, motherfuckers? I'm in the house, dude.
Briefcase Bobby.
I don't know if
Yeah,
special is
here.
a word.
Well, special is a word. And it's a word that could describe me in a good or a bad way, I suppose.
Yeah, we let Bobby choose the hot word tonight just because it's Bobby, and we feel like he'd probably have a good suggestion, so don't let us down. What do you got for us?
So I was going in between two words. One was suck, in no particular order, by the way, and one was pussy. So I figured...
Suck a pussy.
No, that was not it. It was
Pussy sucking.
Yeah.
What do you have on your mind, babe?
No, it was either one of those two, and I just felt like because my team sucked so bad this week, we could go with that. But then if Karlee needed to black out again with the way you spell pussy, Diane, you just fucking say it all the time.
All right.
Yes,
Pussy.
pussy it is. Cheers to pussy.
All right.
I'll cheers to that shit. Oh, you guys didn't ask me what wine I'm drinking. I'm drinking...
We were getting there.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Bobby.
What
Tell
do you
us
got?
what you
So I'm
got.
drinking the Born in the Rockies Coors Light. It is not a wine. It is
For anyone who's
a light beer
Fucking imbecile.
made in the crisp Rockies of Colorado. So
AKA
and give us
Tastes
the
like
alcohol
piss.
percentage on that.
I believe it's a solid 3.4 or 3.2.
No, it is
I don't even think
not.
it's
It's
that high.
4.2 probably.
What
Is
a
it
pussy.
4.2? Yeah,
definitely
fuck
not.
it,
Dude, this isn't Bud Select. This is like
dude.
definitely.
Select.
This isn't O'Doul's,
So
bro.
I got a
Like, it's
4%.
definitely got at least 4% in it.
It's so fucking hot in here. The Rockies have melted. The climate change is
Oh.
taking over effect right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
P.S. Okay, so you guys know that every week we have a fucking issue
Something.
of some sort.
Something is up.
So the AC is broke again in our Florida ass studio. So if you hear, it sounds like we're riding in a car recording this. It's actually a fan, and I'm so sorry. We're ghetto ass fanning it tonight because it is literally like
die of heat stroke.
yeah, it's like
yeah, I will say that we did try it without the fan, and there was
absolutely no way.
no way.
And I don't know what Bobby was thinking. Like he wore jeans and a fucking long sleeve shirt that actually has a hood on it, and I'm like, I
These
don't
are
know.
yoga pants. Thank you very much.
Oh well, they're long and they're black. I thought they were
Just how Karlee likes her dick.
Whoa.
Sorry.
I don't discriminate.
We found that out.
Yeah. Right the fuck now.
All right, so let's just get this out of the way right now. Does anyone have anyone playing tonight for
I
Monday
do.
night's game? You do?
You
Yeah,
do?
I do.
Oh,
I have Montgomery playing.
Nice.
Who dat?
I already
Just
won, though, in my league, so I don't really care how he does, but it'd be cool if he popped off a little bit, just to, like, push Andrew into the ground
You
a little
didn't win
further. In our other league, I'm playing against the Bears defense, which isn't looking great for me.
Ooh.
But if they shit the bed, kind of like they did last week, I still got a shot. I might still do a double win again. We'll see.
Yeah, daddy. So everyone else here is done then. Y'all are done. I'm done.
Wow.
You guys are all done for the week?
Sure am.
I'm
I
done.
fucking lost.
Bobby's
To
unfortunate.
you.
He's pissed. All right, so yeah, we're just going to talk about that a little bit because when we recorded last week, we did not know that Karlee and I were actually playing each other, and then it turned out that we were playing each other. We joked about it, but that is actually what happened. And I just want to say, okay, I know I said I was going to do a bold move and flex in Mark Andrews instead of doing like a running back or a wide receiver.
Thank God you did.
And I just want to say that did not work out in my favor because he got like, I don't know, 2 points or some stupid shit. And I benched Mark Ingram, who got like almost 30 points, or at least over 20.
So yeah, we were watching the Ravens game together, and I was the biggest Ingram fan all day.
She was having a ball, like, watching the Ravens get fucking killed. And I just want to say that I have, for, like, this whole podcast been talking up Mahomes and how much I think he's great and all this shit. And I just want to say, what a
Because
pussy.
he played
Oh,
Diane.
shit.
Oh, there's the word.
Oh, man, already.
Welcome for the hot
All
word.
right.
Bobby's been paying attention. He was waiting for
Yeah,
it.
he was, like, watching my mouth move. He's like, say it. She's going to say it. Pussy.
Oh my.
Well, you just did it
Okay,
again.
yeah,
What's
Like
the
3
rule?
times.
I'm drinking again. Fuck it, dude.
All right,
Yeah,
go ahead. You guys go. So,
As she chugs it down.
anyways, I didn't realize that he was such a big fucking baby about things. Like,
I thought you were gonna say it again.
No. He literally, like, he gets tackled and, like, the guy's, like, fingernail, like, brushed his fucking horse collar, if you will. And it wasn't even a horse collar. And he goes to the refs. He's like, horse collar, my neck hurts. And I'm like, this is fucked up. Like,
Diane's butt hurt over this.
it was
time.
honestly, that was the game. Like, that changed everything. From that point on, the refs were like, okay, we know what we got to do now. Like, and they totally were with the Chiefs. I'm just being biased, but I was
Yeah.
fucking pissed
A
about
little
that.
bit.
This might be a little bit of speculation, but
I'm just saying, if you watched it, the guy's, like, when his hand, like, was leaving, it was, like, dragging only the jersey. You could see the white under the jersey, and I'm like, okay, this is fucked up. Like, that was a shitty call. But anyways, that's beside the point. So, just so you guys know, I actually might keep Mark Andrews in again for a tight end, only because, or not for a tight end, for a flex, because, as you guys probably know, Barkley was my number 1 pick, and he is now not playing, which is going to lead us to our injuries for the week.
Yeah, we got a couple of them. Saquon being the big one. He is, I believe, confirmed for a high ankle sprain.
Yes.
Yep.
yeah,
He's going to be out approximately 6 to 8 weeks.
yes.
So we're going to have to talk a little bit about that in our waivers, who we can replace him with.
Well, also, can we talk about the fact that I went to that game specifically wanting to see him? And as soon as we get there,
I mean, you
That's
saw him.
your own.
Yeah, we saw him
you saw him like
skimping
his
on the
crutches.
field.
we get there, and he's like, on the sideline with a hoodie on, which was weird.
With the sleeves cut off.
Yeah, it was like a
That's the
sleeveless
thing.
hoodie.
That's basically what Bobby was trying to go for, but he tried to cut the
And-
sleeves
I don't
off.
have any muscles for the sleeves to be cut off, so I'll keep my sleeves on, thank you.
Yeah, so he's like gimping on his fucking weird ass crutches, and I'm like, well, fuck.
Yeah.
Carlee, you're just bad luck for him.
Apparently.
Hard to agree.
She goes to me, she was like, Diane, okay, so I wore this she didn't know that we were going to the game when she wore her Penn State jersey, or not jersey, Jesus, sweatshirt in the Florida Heat.
It
to
was
watch
a
football.
t-shirt.
It had
a long sleeve
t-shirt.
Oh, okay. Whatever the fuck. And she was like, after I was like, hey, we're going to go to the Giants-Bucks game, she's like, oh my God, I'm totally keeping this fucking Penn State shirt on, and I'm going to be like, Barkley! And like, he's going to see me in my Penn State shirt, and I'm like,
I'm going to
Carlee.
flash him. Is that what he was getting?
She was
No,
going to
she
flash
just
him.
was
She
like-
just
probably
she
was
just wanted
like-
to show the Penn State across
she was
her
like,
tits.
he'll get more of a hard-on from seeing me in this Penn State shirt than if I flashed him my tits. So.
I thought, maybe.
That's an insult to yourself, but I fuck with it, honestly.
No, she didn't say that. I was
Whatever,
fucking around. She
Oh,
didn't
I thought you
say
were like,
that.
I thought you savagely
didn't
said
actually
that.
say
Like,
it,
fuck,
no.
whatever.
Well, anyways,
I mean,
yeah.
I guarantee Saquon's seen a good pair of tits, so
Well,
One
he
or
hasn't
two
seen
in his
mine.
life, probably.
at least
Yeah.
minimum.
He hasn't seen mine, so he's missing it.
That's why I said
He
a good
also-
pair
No,
of tits.
fuck. Okay, Bobby. You obviously haven't seen him either, though.
Tits.
All right.
Anyway.
Well, another relatively mentionable injury was Julian Edelman this week. He hurt his rib cage.
Well, I'll speak on this because I
I
talked
literally
with the
didn't know
Patriots.
Edelman.
He got hurt. He had a good game though. He already had put up like 60 yards and a touchdown, so he scored a good amount of points. He's a fighter though. I don't know how bad his ribs are fucked up, but I guarantee he won't be out more than a couple weeks.
He's
Sure.
hot.
He is fucking.
He's honestly.
I don't even know what the
chiseled
fuck he
fucking
looks
jaw.
like, to
Do you
be
want to see
honest.
what he looks like? I'll show you what he looks like.
He's
No.
got, he's got a good jawline.
Mhm.
We'll give
He
him
has
that.
What is with you guys with the people's jawlines?
It's chiseled as fuck,
Not
dude.
quite
Like,
as
I know, but
chiseled
last
as
week-
Vance.
Yeah, last week it was fucking Vance McDonald.
He looked weird as fuck to me.
like Frankenstein.
Yeah.
But anyways,
that is so fucked
You
up.
can't even see his jawline in this picture, but he looks like one of
Wow.
the typical
I-
fuckboy picture with like the squint, you
It
know?
does, yeah.
Things. The things I would do to
Okay.
that man.
yeah, damn.
All right,
I
let's
did
stop
not
drooling.
know that
Even
that's what
Bobby's
he looked
drooling
like.
over him now.
I mean, fuck.
Bobby, put your boner away. I can see it. I
Through
can
my
see it through your
yoga pants.
fucking jeggings, bitch.
Go down, go down.
You can't have
Down,
that
boy.
motherfucker
Yeah, I can't
enough.
hide that guy.
All right, so is that it for injuries? Are we wrapped up
Yeah,
on
I
the
feel like,
injuries?
I mean, compared to last week, there's like
Yeah.
not anywhere near as many injuries.
I'm going to throw this out there that we're going to have some shirts made for Wine and Waivers. And if anybody's down, we're actually going to do a giveaway. So we're going to have some people. We're going to put up a question of the week that has to do with our podcast. And whoever answers it right, we'll do a drawing from that. And we will send you guys a free shirt that says, no Ben, no breeze, no problem for Wine and Waivers.
What are you going to put up a math question from your homework and try and get people to answer it for you so you can just use that answer?
Yeah.
That's how you give away your free shit.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm struggling in Calc 3, please help.
Which boyfriend should I hang out with this week?
Yeah.
Oh my
Which one
God.
of Carlee's 5 men is she gonna fuck today? Just
Yeah.
kidding.
Oh my God.
So fucked up.
I wish the roster was that big.
Is it
so.
sensitive nipple guy or what?
Wow, yeah, we have to talk about this guy that Carlee's fucking with right now. And Bobby, I can't wait to hear your input. Wait, does Bobby know about this guy? Did you
I
tell him?
can't remember if I told him. I may
I
have
don't
told him.
think I know. I feel like I remember that.
Oh,
I feel
okay.
like once you hear it, if I told you, you'll definitely remember this.
Okay.
So Carlee was
I'm
like,
down with it.
Carlee was like, so Diane, I had this experience, and like, I've never had this before, and I'm not
Was
sure.
it anal or no?
Anal? She's
you
had
think
that
I've
before.
never experienced that?
I don't know.
I mean,
Diane's never.
I haven't, and I won't. This asshole's already got enough problems. I don't need fucking.
Well, the hole's going out, so
The
it doesn't
thing
mean
with
anything
anal
going
is you
in.
either try it once and then you continue doing it, or you try it once and you never do it again. I am the latter.
All right,
Yeah, it's
I
like
had a
Brussels
friend.
sprouts.
I had a friend in college who told me
Brussels
she went deaf and blind when she did anal. So I'm like, that's never
Damn,
happening.
anal made her go full Helen Keller mode?
Yes.
Oh,
Fucking changed it.
Never go full Helen Keller mode.
I was like, I cannot afford to
Ever.
lose any senses, so I'm not.
Damn.
How
fucking-
dank was that fucking dick? If
That's what I'm saying. It was probably a A black man
I'd
dick.
put that on my resume. Hobbies: making bitches go deaf and blind from the fucking cock in the ass.
He's got a fucking elephant leg for a dick.
was the tripod.
He was definitely a tripod for sure.
Did she regain vision? Or is
She
it gone
did,
to the
but even when she was talking about it, I could tell she was like sweating. She was like going pale. I'm like, this was obviously a traumatic
I
experience.
feel like, yeah, that's like.
Yeah, I
seriously
can't fucking
traumatic.
fuck
I
with
feel
that.
bad for her.
I don't. You're the one that let him stick his dick in your ass.
That's true.
Anyways, so let's get back
She
to
didn't sign a fucking waiver, by the way. I feel like if you're gonna
Start
do that, you
suing
gotta
for
sign a
that
fucking
shit.
waiver.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
let's
might
get
lose
back.
blindness.
Let's get back to Karlee's interesting story. So she was like, so I had this guy, we were like kind of fucking around and I like brushed against his nipple and all of a sudden he started getting like really turned on and I was like, okay, well I guess I'm just gonna ride with this. She's like, so I started licking his nipples and it really didn't take that much and next thing I know he like got off and I was like, from you licking his nipples? And she was like, yes, it was the easiest thing I've ever done in my life.
He said it was his man clit.
On his nipple?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of this happening?
Bobby's like,
I
Tanya,
don't-
how have you not figured this out about me yet?
Your face says it all.
I think I might need to get my nipples fucking sucked on and maybe I'll see for myself. I don't know.
All it took
Tanya's failing.
the original.
A thumb in the ass usually does the job, but maybe the nipples are
I
easier.
do not stick my thumb in his ass.
You totally should, but not with those nails.
My nails would pull out so much shit.
Jesus Christ.
The amount of. Okay.
That is fucked up. I
live
fucking
with you
triggered and
now.
I've never used that before in a serious fashion. Now I am.
Bobby, do an enema and let Tanya stick her
Yeah.
long ass fingernail if you're.
Good lord. Honestly.
All I know is
No,
I
I haven't heard of that, but I do know like
Bobby's
my
like-
friend got his nipple pierced and apparently he fucking loved how it felt. So.
Ew.
Okay, what was he
this
doing?
might
You
be
should
an
go tell
up and coming
You should
thing.
go tell him
Maybe.
to go get his
So,
nipples
okay, so
pierced.
here's the bigger thing. I
Oh,
said,
he might lose feeling and then it's not going to be funny.
Oh,
But
it's like a
here's-
clip piercing.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like a 50-50
Yeah.
shot when you get a
Yeah, I've
clip
heard
piercing.
about that.
but
Are
here's
you
the thing.
willing to roll the dice on that?
Here's the thing. I was
No.
like, so like, were you like simultaneously like jerking him off? She's like, I mean, my hand was like slightly brushing the shaft. That's what you said, not word for word. I made it my own way, but that's essentially.
I was going at it a little bit on.
You're doing this like a
That
ball.
would be like cradling
That's not the
his balls.
shaft, or is this how you jerk people off like this?
Where they're fucking
Like she's rolling the Yahtzee dice. She's rolling the Yahtzee dice. That's how she
Roll on the dice, baby. Mama
That's how
needs
she
sixes.
jerks the shaft.
Oh wow! I really hope my mom doesn't.
All right, come on, baby. All sixes.
This is for the house, baby. Let's roll.
Yeah. I'm Tanya. Whatever.
For the record, I don't know much about this at all.
Yeah,
I'm not
okay.
sure. I cannot give you my opinion.
Well, okay. So after this, I feel like we need to roll a poll because I feel like he can't be the only. Honestly, I'm for it because
Easy work.
Yeah.
easy fucking
Your
work.
jaw doesn't break.
Yeah, like I would
I can't
much
stand
rather
it.
lick on a nipple than a dick.
You
Same.
did that too, though.
Honestly, same
I did that
for me.
too, but
Karlee, you were doing work that night. Like, I'm just saying, you're fucking way more enthusiastic than me.
I mean,
She's licking nipples, licking.
I need to know if other people feel this way.
I just said that, like, I can't imagine if I'm like sitting there licking someone's nipple, like a guy, and like what his face is doing and the sounds he's making and like the whole experience. I feel like I would get so like distracted.
My honest opinion, I feel like that I'd have the
You're
same
jealous.
reaction. No, I'm not jealous. I feel like I'd have the same reaction if someone was like fucking with my feet that are ticklish.
Ew.
I would like want to like fucking get them off. I'm like, stop.
I thought you were going to go
Stop
a
it.
completely different way, and I'm like, why
Me
are we
too.
together?
I think it's
I thought he was gonna say he had some sort
Oh
of
no,
like.
I'm not into that at all either. I'm just saying like I feel like
What
I would
are
be like
you into?
ticklish if
I'm
someone's
kidding.
fucking sucking my tit. I'm not about that.
No, are
Yeah,
your
he
nipples-
doesn't like when I flick his
Okay,
nipples.
so I think that
That's like a punishment for him. I always flick his nipples when
Yeah,
I'm
but
mad
not like
at
a
him.
BDSM punishment either. It's more like just
No,
straight
like,
up, I'm not
if I'm
about
pissed
it.
That's
off
what I
at
care
him, I will
I
literally just
really-
like flick his
I'm
nipple
not in a
when he gets
latex suit
pissed.
enjoying it. That's for fucking sure.
I love nipple play, but I
Really?
didn't know that a guy could enjoy nipple play more than me.
Well, get him for his birthday. Get him some nipple tassels and fucking let him.
Yeah. Take him to
Those
cleanse
electric
and his
lamps.
nipples pierced.
First of all, I need to find out when his birthday is.
Wow.
Well, don't fuck up like I fucked up Josh's. I didn't know what month my boyfriend's birthday. I can't even talk today. Okay. All right, so
Let's talk about fucking football.
yeah,
We
let's
need to move
fucking
on.
divert off of the nipples into
Sorry, we got
football.
really into that.
All right, so Bobby, I want to know, like, so you're upset about your team. You were upset last week. You're upset again this week. What was your worst idea when you made your team this week?
Okay, so here's my story. Like, I don't think we've gone over everyone's individual teams, like, outside of you three. So my main players are Le'Veon Bell, Michael Thomas, Leonard Fournette, and Derrick Henry. And Hunter Henry, by the way. So Hunter Henry got hurt. He's out.
Mhm.
Fournette's quarterback got hurt, so they sacked the box. He's fucked. Derrick Henry's fucked because Mariota's a bitch. He's a pussy bitch. I'm going to make a
All right,
statement.
all right. I'm sweating so hard already.
Le'Veon, his quarterback has mono from kissing too many boys, so now he's out. And I feel bad because it's like, dude, the Jets are so fucking awful, and and Michael Thomas, Drew Brees is out. So my main guys are still not
You didn't
hurt.
have Breeze.
No, but I
he has
have Michael
Michael
Thomas who
Thomas.
throws the Breeze. So all of
Oh.
my guys are not hurt themselves, but they're getting fucked
Wait, Michael
vicariously
Thomas
through
throws
other
to Breeze?
punishments.
No, Breeze.
No, Michael
throws to
Thomas. Yeah, Drew Brees is the quarterback for Michael Thomas. So I feel really weird that I have to say that on a fantasy football podcast.
No, you
No,
literally
you said it backwards.
backwards.
Oh, I fucked up.
Yeah, I
I've had-
was calling you out.
I've had 4.5 Coors Lights, so I've had about one glass of wine right now.
So he's at
You're a half
3
a
glasses
glass
of water.
Fourth course light is just tipping me over the edge, guys.
But losing to you and Josh in back-to-back weeks is honestly probably the equivalent of being the person in the middle of the Human Centipede.
Oh my God! Has anyone
It
seen
is
that movie?
not
I
enjoyable.
see Bobby fucking
Not
high five.
enjoyable.
Like, seriously.
Diane
Okay.
and I got fucked up when it was like 4 or 5 of us hanging out. We're like, let's watch some Human Centipede.
Dude,
And
I
Diane
We're
and
the
I were all
only
in.
two for it.
I watched that movie when I was like 15.
Dude, did you
Yeah,
not
it's a-
love it?
it's
It's
a weird
fucking
thing.
hilarious.
I was traumatized.
What? It's
That was-
hilarious.
I have
I thought it was
nightmares
pretty
about
funny.
the human.
Yeah, no,
There's,
we
like,
didn't
2 or
watch it like
3
to
of
be
them.
scared. We watched it to like laugh. Like it was so fucked up.
They shat in their mouths. You laughed about
Dude,
something getting
yes,
shit in
Can
their
I tell you
mouth.
the funniest story ever? So we were at like Easter dinner, like having a religious Easter dinner, and
I like where this is going.
I'm gonna
prior to
watch
the Easter dinner, I was like, let's watch the Human Centipede, everybody. So I had it on in the background, and we're sitting there saying grace at Easter dinner, and in the background all you hear is, swallow it! And he's shitting in the other person's throat.
That's what Karlee's
That
boyfriend
was the
says to her when
best
he's sucking
Easter
on the
dinner.
nipples.
That was the
Swallow it. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know.
That was the
don't
best
know his
Easter
fucking
dinner
name.
of my life. Oh, I'll
Holy
never forget
shit.
that
He
shit.
who will be unnamed.
All right. So, so pretty much your whole lineup is fun.
So I'm 1 and 2. But in my defense,
Same.
you shit on me last week.
I know I
140
did.
on me. And Josh shit on me this week.
133.5.
Or should I say in me?
Swallow it.
Yeah, I think, yeah, so I've been getting shit on. I don't love it, but it is what it is.
I mean, I was-
sometimes you just lose. It just sucks.
All right. So what was your biggest fuck up this week, or was the whole thing just a fuck?
I don't think I did any particular fuck up.
Did
It
you
wasn't
change
your fault.
anything?
I'm in 4 leagues, so it's a little bit different. My biggest fuck up probably was playing Emmanuel Sanders, who got 2 points instead of Sterling Shepard because I wasn't. Yeah, he popped off. I wasn't sure that Danny Dimes was going to be as good as he was, and so I played Emmanuel and I fucked up. That was my biggest fuck up of the week.
Oh my god! And
Yeah,
we
that was
totally
part
saw
of
him
my,
play, and we didn't even. I didn't even.
He was money.
Yeah,
He was
I was
money.
what? Diane
We
didn't
were
even know
3
who
sheets to the
Danny
wind.
Dimes was. So we're in like a group chat, obviously, and Tanya had mentioned Danny Dimes. She's like, "Who's that?" And I was like, in my head when I didn't read
Karlee,
it until,
we can't. Okay, there were plenty of people that neither of us knew.
My
He's
whole
the
waiver
quarterback.
pickup this week, like, nobody knows who they are except for maybe
I
Danny
didn't.
Dimes.
You're welcome for that reference.
Next
I
week,
knew
that's
you'd
going to be the
appreciate it.
hot term, not the hot word. The hot
Swallow
term.
it.
Swallow.
Swallow it.
All right, so Karlee, if you've got to fuck up, for the week, give it to us, girl.
again.
No, you did good this week. You benched
Okay.
Mayfield.
No, I did. Okay, so I did slightly
Karlee would have
better
won
than
this
normal.
week.
I only lost because fucking.
Because your team's worse than the other person's team.
Because the person that Diane constantly bitches about every single week popped off
Mike
and got her the
Evans.
win.
Okay, guys, I was like, I'm
Seriously.
going to let him have one more week to redeem himself because he's playing the
Did he
shit-ass
redeem himself?
Giants, and this bitch got 41 points. I was like, all right.
I have 2 guys that shit the bed.
Go ahead.
I have Carson and I have Rudolph. Why I keep playing Rudolph, I don't fucking
I told
know.
you to, but that's because I played you.
Yeah, but you
So-
thought you were actually
You
helping
didn't even
me.
know you were playing.
I know,
her
actually, I
last
didn't even
week.
know. I was be helpful.
Those were like the real fuck ups on my team, and just like the fact that the Odell only got me 8 points too. So
Odell needs to get his shit together.
yeah, he
Ron
is.
But it's
Hair
not
is
even
letting
his
me down.
fault.
No,
I feel like Baker Mayfield's not doing shit, so Odell's not doing shit.
Well, it's also not Baker Mayfield's fault. His O-line is like,
okay.
Can I give you my opinion on that?
Yeah.
go for
I
it.
think the Browns need to find an identity. And so they traded away a main member of the offensive line. And so now Baker's underneath like a fuck ton of pressure. And so he can't even get the ball out. The dude's too short to see over the O-line. So the best time when he's a quarterback,
that's so true.
I swear to you, the dude's like 5'11". How are you going to throw over those 6'4"
Karlee, he's
monster?
perfect for you.
So the best time
Oh
he's a
my
quarterback
god, you
is
guys
when
would
he's
have the
running
best
around.
69 ever.
Karlee's just gonna be like
So-
laying flat though. She's
She's gonna be reaching out to Baker Mayfield, yo, fuck your bitch, I could 69 you better.
So, I don't
Anyways.
know.
Dicks on dicks on dicks.
All right, so I already told you my fuck up was flexing in Mark Andrews over Ingram this week. And then, I mean, my other fuck up, which wasn't my fault, was Barkley getting injured. So, but either way, I won, so it's okay.
Yeah, fuck off.
All right, Tanya, well, you won as well.
I did win.
Did you have any fuck ups, though?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I
Well, okay, so Joe Mixon's done shit for me for the past 3 weeks. So I took him out thinking that, like, his ankle is just, like, throwing him off. He's not doing anything. But, of course, when I do that, he gets a touchdown. I mean,
Well, who'd you sub in for him?
I moved David Montgomery up.
Oh, who's playing tonight?
So
Yeah,
who'd you
he's still
sub in
playing.
for him, though?
So, well, I moved him
She
up
had
and
to,
then I
like,
put
'cause
in
the
my
flex.
flex, Watkins, who also didn't really do shit.
Okay.
Wow, really? Oh, because McCoy did a lot of the work
Watkins
this
only
week.
got,
Okay.
what, 8.9? So, I'm going to need him to bring back his week 1 with, like, 43 points. Like,
Yeah,
I'm waiting for it.
he is super inconsistent, though.
he
I
really
had
is,
him
and that's why I
last
didn't
year.
play him week 1, because I was like, I don't know what the hell he's going to do.
No, he's so inconsistent.
And I
And
just
McCoy
feel like-
is too. They're both fucking
I also
really
just feel like the
inconsistent.
Chiefs, like, Mahomes doesn't have a favorite to throw to yet.
That's how Lamar Jackson is. That's why I'm like, let me just play the whole fucking roster for the Ravens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, it's
And it
hard to
fucked me.
determine who's going to get what game.
And who was the other one? Edwards. That on the Ravens that
Gus
kept
Edwards.
getting. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he kept getting the fucking
Yeah.
ball, and Carly's like, I don't know who that is, but
He's
I
a
know
running
you
back.
don't have
You know
him.
who Mahomes is, like, favoring right now is all the rookies. Like,
That's because he's trying to
Hardman?
make a statement.
yeah. I mean, Hardman's killing it.
Were you just hiccuping? What was that noise?
I swallowed loudly because the wine, it went down wrong.
So you tasted it in your lung rather
Yeah.
than in your.
Is that what happens when it goes down the wrong hole? It goes in
Yes.
your lungs?
Yes.
Nuh-uh.
I didn't know that
Yes.
either.
You're
Okay.
lying, Diane.
Bring,
Yes,
bring
I'm
the
a
nurse
nurse.
in.
I know.
Nurse Diane.
I know.
She's
that this
fucking like
It's called aspirating for anyone that wants.
Whoa.
Carly, you better start relaxing.
Karlee's almost done with her
Your
bottle. We're
bottle's
not even
almost
halfway
gone, and
through.
we're only halfway done with the show.
It's 12%.
You had 13% when you were dead on the floor.
Great.
And you had the shits all day, so you better slow down.
It's been a really rough day for me.
Carly's like, I shit at least 15 times a day, but I'm going to have my leftover Chipotle for dinner.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Go for it.
So on Sunday, if you win or lose, so I've been playing fantasy for 7 years, and Mondays are harder to get out of bed if you know you got fucking slapped in the pussy
Well,
in
there we
3
go.
or
Oh my
4
God.
weeks.
Well, yeah.
Is it harder for
I
you
literally
guys?
have sweat running down to my ankle right now.
No, I only have
Even if we
difficulty
didn't have a
because
fan.
we get fucked up on Sundays and
True.
then
True.
go to fucking work.
I
It's
can't
like,
do that.
True.
That's the harder thing.
I have to limit my, like, I don't know how you rallied like you did yesterday. Like, I took this week off because I have family in town, but, like, if I were Karlee, like, I don't know how she did it. Like, props to her, man. You were a champ yesterday. Like, so
She did come home.
So
and
she
was
left
like,
at 7 o'clock this
"Fuck
morning.
today."
Yeah, she woke up at 7. She left for work.
I woke up at 6:30.
Yeah, she left for work at 7 in the morning. You showered, I could tell.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like,
Your hair's
this
clean.
bitch literally has her shit together, and I don't know how you do it. Like, props to you, because like I know if I would have rallied like you did yesterday, all day. It was like a 12-hour thing.
Oh, it was a long day yesterday.
Well, like we started at 11, and we passed out by like 8 p.m. But
No, you were asleep by 8 p.m. I think I fell asleep like right before 10 o'clock, but
that's a long day, dude. So props to
it was
you.
rough. But
Yeah, but
I went to bed really early.
and the fact
too.
that like Saquon Barkley, you didn't even get to see him, so that's like
I know that was my.
that would have.
Well, he was hopping around on the field somewhere. He just wasn't playing.
I still saw his
That's-
dick.
What does
Did
that
not.
mean?
You saw his fucking cast, is what you saw. In his fucking
His boot.
Oh, that's what that was?
Yeah, that's what that was.
Karlee was so drunk she was like seeing double, and she thought that was like a big fucking white dick on black.
I
Buckley.
was sitting in those stands just being
That
like,
was his
everyone
tripod.
give me your phone.
Dude.
Oh my god.
Okay, no, we can't go into that. All right, so let's talk about let's give some top picks for this week. And Bobby, I want you to go first with your top running back picks because I feel like you've got some.
The wide receiver pools are always better because there's just more of them. Than
I have
running
so many
backs.
wide receivers all the time.
Yeah, because
Stacking
you're
wide
just
receivers.
there's statistically more of them.
Right.
That's
Oh, I didn't know that.
Really fucked
Whenever I look at my lineup, I'm like, why?
Statistically.
I'm like, the Coors Light's really getting to Bobby. The 3.4% Coors Light.
water.
He's getting his list.
The water in a
His
can.
list was
Wait,
coming
so
out.
that's okay. So whenever I look at my lineup, I'm like, or my bench. Jesus, I'm always like, why do I always have like fucking 3 wide receivers and no running backs or 1 and they're fucking out? And
Well,
I
yeah, that's
yeah,
because
so
most
out, like,
teams will run 1 or
Singletary.
2 running backs, and very few amount of teams will run 3 at most. For wide receivers, it's commonplace to have 3 or 4 that
Yeah.
are on the field at
Yeah.
all times. So that's why.
I'm glad that you said that because I didn't realize.
Well,
and I
for
just thought I
running,
fucked
yeah.
up.
For running backs, I'm gonna have obviously Saquon. You guys mentioned got hurt, so Wayne Gallman is the backup.
You asshole.
So he'll be in there for a couple weeks. Again, there's not a lot to pick from. I think Josh Jackson's kind of lingering around.
Okay, then you're done. Don't take them all.
You're taking all of ours.
Okay, I won't spoil it.
All right, yeah, you explain. Go ahead, give yours.
My running back?
Yes.
I'm gonna go with Frank Gore, who's on the Bills.
Yeah, he's only 48
Aw,
years old.
Okay, no,
Yeah, but
you know
he's in for Singletary.
You know
I
who
feel
he
like he's
reminds me of is the guy from Of Mice and Men.
Stop.
The guy that gets shot.
He got shot in the end of it.
The one that crushes the
Spoiler
bunny.
alert! He gets fucking shot.
The one that crushes the bunny on accident.
Why are you saying that like that's a cute thing?
I'm not. I'm just saying like he was like a big dumb idiot. Like I don't know that Frank Gore
literally
is
think that he's
no.
special.
That's see everything I say comes across.
I
as
see the
offensive.
resemblance you're talking
Yes,
about.
that's what I meant. They
But,
resemble
like-
each other from the cartoon drawing that I remember. It reminds me of if Frank Gore got a caricature. It'd be the same fucking thing.
That's
He
fine.
looks like a fucking caricature.
I'm saying it looked like the same thing to me.
Oh.
I wasn't saying he's a big dumb idiot that kills a rabbit and gets shot. Like that's not what
He just looks like one.
He just looks like that
He just
guy.
looks like a big dumb idiot that gets shot.
No. All right. That's okay. So that's yours. You look like you were gonna say something else before I went off on my tangent. I'm so
I
sorry.
don't remember what I was gonna say.
All right.
so
Well,
go
fuck
for
you
it.
then. I am kidding. I don't even know if I'm saying this right. Jamal Williams. He plays for Green
That's
Bay.
a hard name to say.
Yeah, I spelled it like with 2 A's. I guess that's how it's
That's the
spelled.
normal. Well,
Like
yeah,
Aaron?
it depends on.
A-A-Ron.
Aaron.
J-A-Mall.
Yeah, so
J-A Mall in here.
so he's at Green Bay. They're playing the Eagles, which we all know the Eagles is they're fucking.
Yikes.
Do they have anyone playing now? Like I think they're
just
Miles
in-
Sanders!
For real.
They're just all backups and rookies at
Yeah,
Seriously.
Carly's high on
My
him.
man,
But-
finally.
Didn't
No.
he fumble like a queef in the end zone or something last week? I think he did.
Yeah, my last sounded like a queen.
That was last week.
An exhausted.
I was
He
forced-
redeemed himself this week in
Oh,
Carly's
okay.
eyes.
By
Okay.
losing to the Lions.
It's,
So-
it's
to
fine.
the Lions,
Everything's
yes.
fine. I don't
So
give a fuck about the Eagles.
So Jamal Williams, I know we have Aaron Jones who's like fucking awesome, but he's had an increasing workload share with Aaron Jones. So
Aaron.
anyways, that's my fucking pick. If I had to pick
Well-
one, if you have someone on your bench, fucking put them in.
Yeah.
But there's not shit. I'm just going to say this right now. Shit isn't going to get good with the waiver wire until bye weeks really start rolling in. And I know this week
Well,
we have the
our
Jets.
first bye week this week.
Yeah, we have the Jets and the 49ers, but fuck both of them. Like, the only one you're really missing out on
Bell.
is going to be Le'Veon Bell. So, whatever. Things will get better,
Well-
but if we got to give you guys a waiver wire, this is who we're giving.
There's some
So,
good 49ers players.
who? Exactly.
Name one, please.
Yes.
I'm waiting.
Don't
defense.
take Garoppolo
Yeah.
because he fucked up after I
Yeah.
fucking said you should pick him up.
I had Wayne Gallman as well.
Okay.
Of course, even though I told Bobby earlier that I picked him, the asshole came up and took it from me. Yeah, Saquon's
Fair.
backup.
She did say that.
I told him literally earlier.
Right.
I was like, yeah.
He also
What do you
took-
think? I'm kind of iffy about it because like there's other good running backs, but also he's Saquon's backup. He's likely going to be like getting most of the.
He's notorious
backfield,
for taking all of our picks. It's fine.
Oh, Jesus.
Bobby's
Carly's
going
butt
last
hurt
from now on.
because Bobby came first in the waiver wire pickups.
I always come first.
Yeah.
Let's go.
She's.
Oh,
that's
brag
fucked
about.
up.
Don't brag about that.
Tanya, what?
Wait, a guy coming
Neither.
first is not something to brag
I
about.
thought that was like an award or something.
No.
No?
No.
The guy always wants to come
I've been
last.
doing it wrong for a long time.
Oh, fuck.
Tanya,
Shut
how
up.
have you not told us this?
Because he's wrong.
Oh, he's just trying to
He's
be
just
cute.
fucking lying.
Fuck off.
Anyway, so I said on the podcast last week, I was like, oh, by the way, guys, I clicked it as we were recording. I'm picking up Olsen. Bobby decides to text me the next morning and says, ha, just listen to the podcast. Get fucked.
Because he knew that he had...
He picked him up.
For him.
He got him before
And he
I
killed
did.
it this
Look,
week.
it wasn't to spite you. It's not like I had a resentment towards you. It's because fucking Njoku broke his neck halfway in the middle of the game without getting a fucking
Did
point.
he actually break his neck, or was he pulling
No,
the
but he's on
hounds?
IR, which means he's out for 8 weeks, so he's fucking
Yeah.
gone for 8 weeks. So
I
I need
mean,
another one.
You could have been a little bit nicer about it. Like, just being like, get fucked.
Yeah, that is not a casual.
Okay,
Tuesday morning
Karlee, your
conversation.
reply wasn't very nice. You're like, I'm going to slit your throat and drink your
Yeah,
blood.
you did
Literally.
say that.
He started it.
All right.
It was aggressive.
It was
It
aggressive.
was sick, actually. I felt like I was part of like some kind of fucked up murder documentary on Netflix. I'm like, this
True.
is some fucking... I could
A
be
murder
witnessing
mystery, but
something...
we know
Yeah,
who did it.
we could be witnessing something right now.
I'm just
and-
glad he didn't die this week because I
At least I know
Yeah,
my
because
boyfriend
everyone
gets
would have
murdered. I know
suspected
who
Karlee.
I just
did
thought you
it.
didn't bring a fucking machete to this thing today. Shit.
Can we talk about what's going on with your hair right now, though?
I know,
Is it
it's so
popping out?
distracting.
Yeah, it's actually very
I
distracting.
have a lot. Yeah.
You have a lot of hair
My
that
head
you need
hair
to like
grows
just
really
put
quickly.
it.
My head
Pops
hair.
out of my head.
My
It looked like you
head
just had
hair.
a tick on your scalp.
Do you want to check it, Daddy?
Check me for
Maybe it
ticks.
was a mole.
Let's check
I
him
don't
for
have a
ticks.
fucking mole.
All right, let's moving on to wide
Oh my God.
receivers.
He goes, I don't have a fucking mole. Like it's some disgrace.
He
to
was
this earth.
more disgraced about a mole than a tick on
Yeah,
his
like,
scalp.
you should
Yeah,
be
you
more
can burn a
concerned
tick
about-
off. You can't get a mole out of there.
You
Lyme
burn a mole.
disease.
It's the
You freeze
opposite.
the
No,
mole.
you could burn a tick.
You burn the tick and you freeze the mole. Which one would you prefer?
I don't have either, so I don't give a fuck. My scalp is goddamn fucking perfect, honestly.
Oh my god. All right.
All right, I'm starting
Wow.
with wide
Wide
receivers.
receivers.
All right, go
Send
ahead.
it.
And you better not take mine.
DJ Chark. I don't know if I'm saying
Oh,
that
I
right.
saw him.
Yeah, he's on the DJ Chark. I think is
Okay.
how you say it. I literally have no idea.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, I would assume.
It
That's it.
sounds right.
How do you fuck up two
Yeah,
letters?
that's...
DJ.
No,
is
not
the
the
thing.
DJ.
Chark. There's like only
Chark.
one vowel. Chark.
Chark
There's
is
a-
weird. All right, I
Did
want
you
to say
chark?
chalk.
Did you jerk?
I want to say chalk, but I can't.
Go
Chalk,
for it.
Melissa Chalk.
He plays for the Jaguars. Anyways,
Shout out to Melissa Chalk.
it's Coley now.
True.
Whatever. It's
But
Chalk Holy.
yeah, he plays for the Jaguars. I know they lost their their QB, but look, I mean,
Hey, Mustache Minshew's look pretty good.
Wait.
exactly.
I'm coming to him. I'm coming to him.
You're coming on him?
I wish.
Oh God. I would-
On that-
I said that from the beginning.
Take that mustache for a
Hold on.
ride, baby.
All right, you
Let's
know what?
go.
Since Bobby brought it up, I'm going to go there right now.
We're not even
I
done.
just
Pound Town? Let's go. Let's go.
no, because Tanya was like, I can't get past his mustache. I said, I think he's
I love
really
it.
cute. I said, I think
Look.
he's attractive. And now everyone is swarming. They're like, oh my God, Minshew's so hot. Like everyone.
I wonder if
can't
his nipples
say.
are sensitive.
I can't say that I like anybody's mustache because as soon as I do,
Ooh, I like
this one over here is going to shave his beard and keep his pornographic mustache.
So I've been told that I have a mustache of a
Mustache?
Civil War general.
No.
That was like an
You-
unbiased opinion, and I fucking respect the shit
You
out
have
of
the
it.
mustache
I kind of want you to
Shut
like
up.
completely shave your
can't
whole
do
face
it.
and see what you look
I
like.
look like a
Bobby.
baby back bitch. I've already done
Bobby.
it.
I said on one of the episodes that your mustache goes from like your nostrils to your earlobes.
It can.
It does.
It can.
Usually.
Wow.
That's how
Yeah.
you shape
It's
it.
impressive, honestly. Yeah.
You should do like the Hitler stash and see how
Can you
far
not
go.
encourage him?
Don't think I'm gonna do that. Not about this. That's that life.
I feel like you did
Yeah.
that before.
Carly.
No, I've
Put it
never
away.
done that.
Are you sure?
The Hitler stash? Yeah, I've never done that in my life.
I thought you just used that as like a little clit
It's the
tickler.
new dab.
The clit tickler.
That's the
no,
new
that's
name
the
for a
soul
Hitler
patch
stash.
that I use.
Promise
That's a
you,
soul
he
patch,
does
baby.
not.
Right here.
Why
It's a
is
rep-
your chin
The
on
taint
her
tickler.
clit?
The taint tickler.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the Hitler is going to be renamed as the clit tickler. Because it's up here.
We call it the clitler. Thanks. No, I'll stick with mustache.
I just looked up and I saw a hook in your ceiling. What's that for?
To hang the dead bodies.
That's where Karlee plans to hang Bobby after this
Yeah.
The
episode.
sex swing.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh.
digging
He's a
him.
good-looking dude. Just
It works
Wait,
for
did
him.
you
either
guys see-
shave the mustache or grow the beard. One of the two.
Did you guys see where he's wearing those jorts?
Yeah, I fucking
And they were like, ESPN, the girl was like, I mean, he looked good from behind. I mean, I think she said that. I could have misheard, but I'm like 99% sure.
love nice butts on men.
In jorts, though?
Usually that's baseball.
I don't care what the fuck they're in.
Okay.
Booty all day.
Yeah, he's fine. He is like a
Shoddy
But
new...
why
Shoddy
is he
stick?
wearing?
And you know what I like?
Tootsies.
No, you know why I like him though? Because he just like, he's not trying to impress anyone. Like, I do like Baker Mayfield, but I feel like Mayfield is kind of like a big, like,
Showman.
Showman, yeah.
he
is
talks
a
himself
showman.
up, tries to sound cool, tries to sound like, yo, I'm so whatever.
He's also
but-
sexy as fuck too, though.
I'm not saying he's unattractive, but I like Minshew better because
He's so under the radar. Like
yeah,
he's just himself.
he went to like
Wait.
4 different colleges.
Yeah.
What was that thing I said when he was in college? He like took a hammer, like he had
To
a
the
bottle.
because
Yeah.
that is fucking impressive.
He
Yeah.
he had a bottle of Jack Daniels. He said this in like some interview. He had
Oh,
a
I watched
bottle of
that
Jack
interview.
Daniels and a hammer, and he took like a huge swig of the Jack Daniels, put it down, put his hand down, and like smashed his hand.
Yeah.
What was that for? I
That
don't
used to be a
remember.
redshirt freshman,
That.
which is fucking frat, by the way. Taking a swig from a handle and fucking knocking the shit out of your hand so you can like get another year out of college.
I feel
Yeah.
like I would do that.
Yeah.
He did
You
that?
would do that?
It's one thing to do it and then one thing to say you're gonna do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Holy
I'd put that.
shit.
But in college, I did jump out of a second-story window.
Um,
And then I went to the
hasn't
school
done that?
nurse, and she was like, "What happened?" I was like, "I slipped on some ice," and she's like, "These do not look like injuries from a fall on ice," and I was like, "Sorry."
were you trying to stay in college longer?
No, I was trying
Were
to
you
run
trying
from
to
the
redshirt
cops.
yourself?
I was trying to run from the cops.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Diane's 23 and drinking legally, and she's like, God, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Cool.
Jumps out the window. It's like, dude, you're fucking 23. You're fine. You bought us this shit.
It's some guy that I had a crush on. He didn't know if he was gay or straight, and now he's in the military, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck
still be
happened.
gay.
with this guy.
Yeah, he's definitely gay now.
All right, we need to move on, people.
All right.
Yeah, we're
Diane, who's your wide receiver?
Oh, mine is Valdez Scantling.
Hey, give us F. Let's go. That's our
Again
alma
for
mater.
Green Bay against the Eagles. That's all I got.
That's it? That's no other reason?
It's not bad.
I feel like he's going to be a
Karlee has a question.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Yes.
My wide
Why the
receiver.
fuck are you raising your hand?
I don't know. I just wanted to make sure it was okay for me to talk.
Can I fart real
Speak.
quick before you start?
Is that a fart or a queef? It sounded like both at the same time.
That's a tight ass queen.
That was a tight asshole fart.
We got a tight end.
That's what happens. That's what your farts sound like when you don't do anal, Karlee. She wouldn't know what that's like.
When your shitter's not gaped, it sounds.
No, I did
When
it
your
one
shitter doesn't
time
clap.
when I was like 19. Like,
When you're-
fuck off.
When your shitter doesn't clap, that's what a
Yeah.
fart should sound like.
Anyway, my wide receiver is Hardman.
That is why you're raising your hand to say Hardman again. You
Yeah.
said last week.
Or just pick anyone off the Chiefs. I don't fucking care at this point.
Honestly,
Their
the
whole
Chiefs are
team is
killing
gonna
it.
give
But that's why you're like hopping
If
up
there's
and down in
any-
your seat.
If there's
raising your
anyone who's
hand.
are wide receivers on the Chiefs, just pick them up.
True.
Yeah, because if you've got Mahomes, just pick anyone on the Chiefs and you'll get some points.
All right, babe, do you have anybody to contribute?
Yeah, wide receivers, I got 2. I got, if Aguilar's still there, pick him up.
Oh,
If,
I was pissed. I
yeah,
thought I
I
picked
don't
him
know.
up
Yeah,
and
pick him
somebody
up.
else did. Now he's gone.
He's probably going to be gone in most leagues at this point because they
Yeah.
had the injury
Yeah, I
bug.
feel like last week was
When
the
those
golden
guys
hour
come
to
back,
get him.
though, his value goes down. And then Philip Dorsett, I wouldn't play him. Maybe pick him up if you really are desperate.
But okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so-
Edelman's fucked up with his ribs or whatever, and Antonio Brown apparently enrolled back in college now.
Yeah,
so-
can we talk about that for a
Wait,
second?
hold
I'd
up. I
rather
didn't
not,
hear about
honestly.
this.
Yes,
He
so
enrolled in college.
he's done with the NFL, bitch.
Yeah.
The NFL's
he's
done with
choosing-
you.
Yeah, he's choosing that.
Yeah, it's like that's like me like getting fired and just being like,
Fuck you guys. I'm
I
out.
didn't really like that job, and I just kind of
That's like
went
you.
home.
Yeah, it's like you leaving a job, then getting fired twice, and then deciding to do something. Essentially.
Yeah.
Can we just say, honestly, from a serious perspective, Antonio Brown
Oh, we can't spend
Enrolling-
too much time on him.
enrolling again into college is probably the smartest decision that he's ever made, based on
So he can fuck bitches.
No.
In the last
based
few
on
years,
the,
yes.
the text messages
Bunch of
that
college
leaked,
talent. Yeah, let's go.
based on the text messages that leaked from him, I could not read
Grammar,
any of that.
0%.
Yeah,
He looks like just a fucking
he needs to.
idiot.
He needs to take like grammar 101.
He just lost his
I
mind.
think he enrolled in
maybe
English
even just
101, so
English
let's go.
101.
He's
You know
trying to
what?
learn.
Okay, I
I
have a
feel like
theory.
he's got a clitler.
I have
Doesn't
a
he?
theory.
I don't know.
I have
what
a
the fuck
theory.
that thing
You have a
is.
theory, an
Dirty
Antonio
looking.
Brown theory.
An Antonio Brown theory.
What is
so he's such a dirty ass dog.
Yes.
Mm.
He has syphilis, and he's losing his mind.
I have a funny story about syphilis.
People
Hey,
can get that
How do you
cured
have funny
nowadays.
stories about
Yes,
random
but if
I-
you don't know that you have that, you go crazy.
I'm pretty sure you fucking know if you have it.
Maybe that's what my problem.
You don't.
I don't know if you know if you don't.
I don't think you have syphilis, Diane.
For men, a lot of
I'm pretty sure I
STDs
don't.
go unnoticed.
Really?
Yeah, for women,
Well,
it's
okay,
like a
you
very
two are not going to have a sex 101 class here on the
Either
podcast.
way, my
You
theory.
two can talk about this in your spare time.
My theory is
Episode 5, Antonio Brown. and
Carly's been to
syphilis.
one sex ed trivia, and she thinks she knows everything there is to know about sex ed.
She has one question, right?
Wait, okay, but here's the thing: is that I used to think that syphilis was called stiffilis.
Isn't that what penicillin cures? Isn't that like what that guy discovered?
Wow, you're like
Penicillin?
hooked on. You're like concerned. You were actually.
You
you're
just called it syphilis, motherfucker. I'm
You were
just
talking
saying,
about the
it's
Wolf of
cured.
Wall Street when he said they'd get penicillin shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
fuck
He
with
loves
it.
any movie
I
with
have a
Leo.
massive Leonardo
So-
DiCaprio
What
painting
was his
above
name?
my
Leonardo
fucking
DiCaprio, Leonardo.
in my room.
Can we
What is
speak
his
about
name?
that?
I love it.
He ordered like a $200 Leo
It's
like,
awesome. as
painting
fuck.
Whoa.
from Wolf of Wall Street with his money in his hand.
So it sounds weird as
I want the
fuck
one
when
like
you
this.
say it, but when you actually see it, it's fucking.
I like that one
Honestly,
too.
I want
Uh-huh.
that gold, to be honest.
It's when he's holding up the $100 bill.
No, I want the one where he's got his fist in his mouth.
When
You're
I'm,
talking
like,
about the
having,
girls
like, a
with
good
the
day
shaven
at work.
pushes?
I'm like, I am Leo in Wolf of Wall Street.
I know. I kind of only want to do sales for one day just so I can get that. Like,
You have no idea how exhilarating it is. Like, you just, like, have that one really good day, and you're just like, fuck, yes.
And then you go snort some coke and do some opioids and all that shit.
and take
Exactly.
lewds and
Yeah.
take a
Quaaludes,
shot.
I
And
mean.
And then
Quaaludes.
fuck
Yeah.
hot bitches.
If I could fuck Margot Robbie, I'd be so.
yo,
In all honesty,
I would
I'd
fuck
fuck her
Mark.
with you.
I would love that.
Oh! Let's make this happen.
Yeah,
I don't think it's gonna happen.
yeah, Carly, dream on.
Carly,
Have you
if you
seen
can make
me?
it happen,
Have you
make it happen.
seen what I look like? It's not happening. Margot Robbie.
Ew!
Yeah, you sounded like a 30-year smoker right there. What the shit is
Jesus
going on with your looks?
Christ, it sounded like I like.
You really did.
All right,
All right, let's
We
move
went
on.
on.
all right, tight end body.
Wait,
Oh,
we
you didn't
skipped
give your
QB.
wide receiver.
Yeah, I
Jesus
did.
Christ.
I gave Dorsett
Corrected.
and Aguilar.
Oh, all right, well, you're
for tight
done.
end.
No, we skipped QBs.
Fuck that. I'm not.
Oh yeah,
doing that.
QB. Okay, I got one.
Who you got?
I have Kyle Allen with the Panthers playing against the Texans defense. And apparently, the Texans defense has allowed 70.5% passes while Cam Newton has been out. I would
So
pick him
one
up.
game.
Yeah,
He's
that's
had
one
one
game.
good game.
No. I'm saying the Texans have allowed, their defense has allowed 70.5% passes.
Okay.
So while Cam Newton is out, play Kyle
I was
Allen.
I'm not
yeah,
playing.
Cam
Don't
Newton.
play him unless you're desperate. I don't
That's-
think.
Right. Well, none of this is unless you're desperate.
True.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
fair.
You're not going to fucking play any of these assholes
Well-
that we talk about unless you're desperate. Let's be real.
All right.
Carly's gonna play all of
Even
them.
though I do want to drop in and say
Especially-
I suggested Aguilar and he had a fucking kick-ass game and fucking Tampa Bay gay, except when it came down to the
Yeah,
winning point.
We need to
Tampa
not
Bay
talk
Gay.
about Tampa Bay Gay
It
because
honestly triggers the shit out of me.
Yeah.
It annoys me.
All right.
Such an asshole. Honestly.
All right. Well, I have Danny
I can't with
Dimes, which
Oh yeah, you already
Yeah,
said
that's a
it.
good one.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones.
I feel like everyone picked him up last week though.
No. I
No,
don't
they
think so.
didn't. They didn't really even like.
You gotta
announce
see him
when
like
it's out.
actually
Oh,
do good before you
I
pick
see.
him up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll shut
So I mean, he did really well. He got 34.2 points against Tampa.
You are so fucking organized.
Thank you. It's my OCD.
Jesus.
But they're playing Washington this week, so you're probably going to see like decent like numbers against them. What are you doing?
Karlee's is fucking pathetic. Don't look at Karlee's
you have
notes.
like 4 lines on your phone.
Will you guys take all of my thoughts?
Carly's all about the spontaneity of it.
Gotcha.
She wings
She
it.
lives by
I
the
do.
nipples of her.
Yeah, she flies by the seams of her nipples.
Yeah. She flies by the legs of her
Nipples.
She's like the weather girl in Mean Girls, just flicks the nips and sees.
There's
what the
already
weather
a
is.
size on it
There's
that Tom
102%
Brady is
chance.
already sucking.
There's a 130% chance Pat Mahomes will throw 6 touchdowns this week. Bold strategy.
Woo! The nipples know all.
Bobby, your action, you're like so into it, like you've done that so many
Well,
times.
they're really hard now.
Put those
You could
away.
bet
It's
that.
not even
With those
cold in
things.
here.
Jesus
It's hot
Christ.
as hell.
I know. Karlee's like, should I put a bra on? I'm like, fuck it. We'll get more listeners. Don't wear a bra.
Yeah, just point them out.
All right,
Wow,
Karlee.
they're like actually going outward towards me. They're migrating towards Bobby and
Are they
I.
cross-eyed?
Are they opposite?
What's the opposite of cross-eyed? What's
Uncross-eyed.
Yeah.
They're uncross-eyed.
Yeah, I look cross-eyed. Which one do I look at when I talk to you?
Which nipple do you look at when you're talking
which
to
nipple do you prefer I look at when talking to you? You pick. I don't give a shit.
Like someone with a wandering eye. Karlee's got wandering nipples.
My lord. All right.
What?
Carly, who's your quarterback?
I didn't fucking pick one because you took
Because you have
mine.
4 lines on your phone.
Yes, on
Honestly,
your
if you're
bench.
really that desperate, you don't have like a backup QB already. Look
Yeah.
for somebody
Kyle
who's a good
Allen
matchup
for this week, and then
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
pray to God that something else happens
Yeah.
next week.
All right, tight ends.
I'm
Tight booty.
gonna go first
holes.
because I'm gonna say the same guy I said last week, Disley. He had a fucking kick-ass game. I recommended
Disley.
him. Isn't that his name?
I thought it was Disley.
That's what I just said.
I think they said Disley, like Jizzly, without the
Like
fucking
with
J.
Z's and not
Yeah, with
S's.
Z's and Zzz.
That's
that
what
was
you
my
just
pick
said.
too.
I
So
don't fucking know.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes?
Pick up. I think he's the only one that's worth picking up that's on there.
Yeah, I said him last week, and
I
he had a
just-
really good game.
Yeah.
I did like a bullshit one, kind of. Jordan Adkins.
I don't know who the
Atkins.
fuck that is.
Atkins.
I know. Well, he had a really good game this week, but he
One
had,
hit wonder, baby.
I know he might be a one-hit wonder. That's
Well,
my
you can
thing.
pick
So
up-
I'm only slightly suggesting him just because he's playing against Carolina this
Yeah.
week, because he plays for the Texans, and Texans don't really pay much attention to their tight ends. I feel like
No, they don't.
rarely do they. So I think this was kind of maybe a one-hit wonder. But if you're really that desperate and need something, it might be an okay pick.
Oh.
Witten.
Okay.
He'll be all right.
More. Give us more.
And he's playing the Dolphins. So.
Okay.
That's the
No,
only
they-
reason.
No, he just played the Dolphins.
That's fair enough. Good.
Oh, he did.
Oh my fucking
just
God,
got married.
Carly.
Well,
She looked at week 3. Not
All
week
right.
4.
Well, I'm going to.
still probably a good pickup.
Oh, we're
to
not
be
done.
honest.
We still have to do defense. All right. So
Defense.
yeah, fucking okay. Does anyone actually have a good defense besides
No,
play the
we
Chargers?
all
Play the
keep
Chargers
just
because they
switching
play
around.
Miami.
Whoever
Defense is
Miami is playing is
Yeah.
who everyone tries to get.
Okay, but also I did that last week. I had
How many points did you get?
they got 11.
11.
Which is
I got
good.
14 with the.
Well, that's what I'm
Panthers
saying. Like
defense.
it wasn't 33 or whatever the hell Patriots got.
Yeah.
But like I
That's
mean, at least
crazy.
he didn't go down. He still technically went up. I was worried for a minute because I was like, "What are you guys doing against Miami?" Like there was a point they were down to like 6 points.
Ew.
Yeah, I was like, "What the hell?"
I mean,
they
if
don't
I had to
stack?
pick another one, I'd say the Seahawks against the Cardinals might be.
Yeah, the Seahawks are
Yeah.
there, but I'd be surprised if they're there.
I'm just saying that there's not fucking. I feel like you're just flying off the seat of your pants for any.
Yeah, if there's defenses on the waiver wire at this point, just look at see who they're playing.
You
Yeah.
could do the
Look at
Ravens
the
against the
injuries.
Browns.
Yeah, and then just see who they're playing. That's the biggest
Yeah.
indicator.
because the Ravens are
Everyone
totally
always
available
has.
right now.
Whoever has the Ravens
They are.
defense is going
On
to
ours?
Keep
them.
that defense, yeah.
No, Marissa dropped them.
Really?
Are you fucking
Marissa
shitting me?
dropped them to our waiver wire. Yes, she
Okay,
did.
that's bold. But
Anyone have any good kickers to suggest?
yeah, pick up the one that they ranked the top at the end. Like,
Yeah,
it's just a
honestly.
complete.
That's the
deficit
thing.
kickers.
Like kickers
Yeah.
and defense.
The
are
only
kinda
thing I think you
the
can
same.
look for is kickers when it gets to be like actual like climate, when it's like cold or windy or
Yeah.
something like that. Like that's the one you want to avoid. Maybe like don't pick the Buffalo kicker in December when it's
I thought
fucking
he meant
a blizzard.
climax.
I said climate,
I know.
but I mean at this point in time, I think you're fine to pick anyone. Honestly,
Yeah, kickers are very.
if you need one, or just keep the guy you fucking drafted. I
Yeah.
don't know
Honestly,
if any of them
like,
got hurt yet.
Unless he's on a bye week, which
Well, yeah,
probably
if they're on
they're
a bye
not.
week,
Yeah, then you're gonna have to fucking just check out your goddamn app that you have and
Well,
pick-
I said I'd pick up Crosby from
Yeah, he's
Green
okay.
Bay
He's
against the Eagles.
Yeah,
I'm obviously
Hofstra.
thinking that the Eagles are going to suck ass this
Yeah.
week, so
Yeah.
So I'm going to say it now. I had a celebrity pick just from one of our listeners who suggested, his name's Dan. He is I guess he's a listener unless he's fucking faking it, which in that case.
Well, a lot of
Fuck
guys
you,
fake with
Dan.
you, right? So it wouldn't be the first time.
But so Golden Tate.
Golden Taint. Love
Yes.
Taint.
The Golden Taint.
Not for this week in particular,
I
but
think
going
his parents
forward,
named him that on purpose.
when he comes off of suspension, might be a good one. Going,
It's week 5. He comes back.
yeah, but pick him up now before everybody else.
Yeah, that's
decides
the
to
thing.
pick
Like,
him
a
up.
lot of people are going to be picking him up this week to hold him until next week because, I mean, he's not even available on our team yet right now.
Yeah, somebody has them.
Jeff does.
Probably Jeff. Yeah, it's
Oh
probably Jeff.
my god.
Fuck you, Jeff. I said that last week, too.
So, and you wanted to give a shout out to someone.
Our Whiner of the week.
Oh yes,
Shall I just go into Whiner of the week then?
Go for it.
go for it. Besides
All right.
Bobby.
Well, we put out
No, Bobby was last week. Bobby. Oh wait, we said
I
we'd give.
deserved it.
Hold on, we said we'd give Bobby a chance to redeem himself this
That's
week.
true.
Yeah, then
We
I got
named you-
fucked by Josh, so...
No, this
But
is
Josh was
last
the fucking
week.
unicorn getting fucked. Oh yeah, no, this was last week when you got fucked by me.
Yeah, I know. And then I got fucked by
The
your
whole
boyfriend,
strap
Josh,
on.
right after.
You got
Yeah,
double
like, it
teamed.
was just
Let's just say one was better than the other.
Ooh.
Me. I was better.
Yeah, you were top 2. Not saying
I
which
am
one.
the top person to beat in our league right now. And Jeff knows that. I didn't even know that. And Jeff was like, Diane, when I was bitching about my score this past week, he's like giving
Yeah.
me shit.
Diane's going to bitch about her score no
She
matter
annoys
what.
the shit out of me.
All right. I'm right here,
Us.
bitch. I'm literally sitting next to you.
Who's the
Imagine
whiner,
this.
Tanya?
The Whiner of the week, on our Instagram, we put out a poll to see if anybody wanted to give a suggestion. Well,
Someone nominated themselves.
somebody
We got
nominated
one.
themselves.
A poor sap came forward.
Poor sack.
Sap.
I
Oh.
like that. Poor sack. Is that what you're saying?
This is called a
This is
pop
like an
filter.
ASMR channel.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's a pop filter.
That's
You
going to
can't hear
pop out the pee, though.
Pop
So
that.
it's just going to be like, op, 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 op.
Yes, I'm going to say it because it's worth
Which
it.
sounds,
Pop that pussy.
Dude,
cheers. I'm
Sorry,
glad
you
doing
said it. You said pop that.
I'm about to fucking piss my pants is what's about to
She's
happen.
about to
I'm
pop her
so
pit.
Go
bad.
for it.
Carlee, you still have so much wine.
it. Seriously.
They were bitching at
You-
you for not drinking fast enough, and now
I
you're
can't
drinking
win.
too slow.
I can't win.
All
I
right.
can't fucking win.
Carlee forever is just going to get
Picked
shit
on
from us.
always.
Our Whiner of the week this week is my boy Jovan.
Jovan!
Hey.
My man!
He actually
What up, big J?
nominated himself on our IG story. He said, we asked, if you have a Whiner of the week this week, drop your suggestions below.
And he
said-
because he nominated himself, we're like, well, we can't pass this.
Yeah,
up.
right?
Yeah.
He said, me, because Joe Mixon and Cam Newton are booty this year. I just like
What's that mean?
Booty,
Ass.
like ass. Like shit.
total
Oh, I thought that
ass.
meant good.
Oh, no.
No.
I thought booty was a good thing.
He lost Tyreek.
I'm old.
It depends on the
obviously.
context.
When
Yeah.
you turn 30, shit changes. You lose. Okay.
happens.
You lose touch with what's
Haven't
cool.
gotten
I'm not
there
30,
yet,
so I'm
but,
hip.
you know, coming in like 4 years, you know. Anyways, he lost Joe, he lost Cam, he lost Tyreek, he lost Gallup in all 3 leagues,
Ugh.
and he's salty. So, Jovan, we're pouring some wine out for you today. Thanks for all the support. You've been great.
Hell yeah!
And we hope that you did a little bit better this week.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to know. I want to know how he did. So make sure you reach out to us.
I'm
Let
going to
us
reach
know.
out to him. And if anybody wants to, like, see how he did, his name is just Jovan on
Okay.
Instagram.
Wait. So what is it? Because I'm lost.
Is just Jovan, like IS, just Jovan.
I asked like information services.
Yeah.
Okay. Not I as in S as in Sam.
Just
It's
like that.
I as in information, S as in services.
Anyway,
It's
so
just Jovan, Jovan. Jovan, you're the man. Thank you for all the support. Hope you did better this week.
So I loved having Bobby here this week. Bobby.
yeah, thanks for coming.
I'm so
in,
glad
Bobby.
you
First
came.
guest.
I try and give like a male perspective on the thing, or maybe a little testosterone to this little party that you
We
guys
have
Diane's
a lot
got
of
enough
that.
to start.
Diane has a decent amount of
Clearly,
it.
no, at the game, I was so pissed. I was like, don't anyone speak to me.
Dude,
like,
I had to like just slow her roll. I'm really glad that you were here, Bobby.
Thank you.
Bobby, I wish you'd come here every week.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't need to come here.
Fuck,
every
because
week.
he's sweating on
I
you.
can't deal with you motherfuckers every week. It takes a lot
Look,
Yeah, it's
to put
it's
up with you
rough.
three. I mean, you guys are
You
entertaining as
three.
shit, but holy hell.
All right, so I've been talking about having Melissa on for a while. She's pretty fucking funny.
Maybe when
Yeah,
she
she
gets a
would-
win in fantasy, she could come on. How about that?
No, that's
Yes.
Melissa as a whiner.
Yeah, Whiner of the week. Yeah. There you
No,
go.
I've been wanting her. She's funny though.
No, yeah, we'll have some more.
she's
We
entertaining
definitely
as
will have some more guests in the coming weeks for sure, as it works out for us. But
Well,
Bobby,
thanks for
thank
letting
you
me
for
drink
being the
my Coors
virgin.
Light.
yeah, it's been
Thank you for being
the tester.
it's been great.
Yeah, thanks for being the virgin guest
Even
with
though
your
he's been
Coors Light
sweating all over my
You-
legs.
and taking one for the team with no AC. I know that was a real bitch.
Yeah, it was great. Thank you.
It's all
Karlee,
good,
you
guys.
want to
Thanks for
take it
inviting me.
away with
Yeah.
where they can find us?
Yeah, so thanks for tuning in again for our greatest episode of all time. Just kidding, I'm not giving you that much credit. But definitely, again, you know the drill. Follow us on IG, Facebook, Spotify, Apple. Okay, first of all,
Pornhub.
Oh yeah, no, we gotta say this because I'm actually upset about this.
I need y'all to do us a huge
Oh
fucking
God,
favor.
I know where this is
No,
going.
this is true though. This
no,
is
for
actually
real,
horseshit.
like get on our Apple subscribe.
On iTunes, not Apple.
Apple. No, it's Apple.
It's Apple Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts. Subscribe and rate us. And if you have the time, please put a comment in. If you really
And here's
enjoy
the thing: if
listening
you
to us-
actually think we suck and you're gonna give us a 1-star, fucking say why so we can
Yeah.
like, improve ourselves.
Oh, do I need to go in on this? Okay.
Oh God. Here we
If
go. This is gonna be like a 20-minute
you are
thing.
going to give us a 1 fucking star review, you better write a comment or
Tell
I'm
us
gonna find
why,
you.
so
I'm
we
gonna
can-
find you and I'm gonna fight you.
No, because it's all about like making
I
improvements.
know she's short, but she's scrappy.
No, but for real, like if you don't like us, that's 1000% fine. But at least tell us why.
Yeah, because we want everyone to like get enjoyment out of this. So if you don't like it, like tell us why you don't like it, and we're
And
gonna
on
try to
that
make it
note-
better. But if you're just doing it to be spiteful, like that's fucking lame, and
Yeah,
everyone's
don't
gonna
be a
call you out.
bitch.
So that's all we have to say about
Yeah.
that.
We'll call you the fuck out.
And if not, Karlee will find you and she'll grab your phone and she'll make sure she does it for you.
Oh yeah, for sure. I will grab any of y'all's phones. Anyway, follow us, subscribe, rate us, give us a review.
Or send us a message. Be like, hey, I want to hear this. And if we don't improve on it, then give us a shitty review. Like, give us a chance to, like, redeem ourselves before you leave a permanent shitty review.
Yeah, and on that note, I'm ready to chug this wine. Who's with me?
All right, guys.
I'll send
Thanks
it.
again, Bobby.
Baby.
Chug
Yay!
Briefcase Bobby out.
Briefcase Bobby is
Chug your
Chug your
wine
wine.
and work the waivers, bitches. Let's
What
go.
up, Ow! Ew, why did I do that?
I hated every second of that, honestly. It made me cringe. It made my dick go inverted.
My vagina
What I
quivered.
did?
Yeah,
No, fuck
my dick inverted.
damn it.
Impressive.